You never think your life will unravel in slow motion until it does. I was the guy who thought he had everything figured out. A stable job, a warm house, and a wife I trusted so much that I didn't think twice about what she was doing when I wasn't looking. But trust is a quiet thing, like breath. You don't notice it until it's gone. My name's Jason Whitaker. 4 years ago, I had the perfect life on paper. Married to Emily, raising 2 smart and sweet kids who thought I hung the moon. I'd just landed a new job after a string of soul-draining interviews. The office was small, 2 women, 3 guys, including one who barely showed up that first month. His name was Ryan, the new hire on a sabbatical of sorts. Young. Polished. Smirking like he knew something the rest of us didn't. I didn't think much of it. Emily worked in corporate HR at a firm downtown. She was always classy, reserved in public, affectionate at home. The kind of woman who baked on Sundays and still made my heart skip when she laughed too loud. But that year, something about her changed. It was subtle at first, too many smiles at her phone, too many whispered just catching up with my coworker moments. I chalked it up to the pressure of work. I didn't want to be that guy, the jealous husband spinning stories out of nothing. But the truth was already tangled into our lives. Emily met Ryan through a company partnership project. They started on Slack, talking deadlines, digital files, presentations. Then it turned into memes and late-night jokes about work stress. Before long, she was waking up early just to style her hair before heading into the office. She wore that perfume she used to save for our date nights. I noticed. Of course, I noticed. But I told myself she just needed a pick-me-up, that I was being insecure. It's wild how the mind protects you from what the heart already knows. The affair unraveled slowly. 18 months of stolen time. Lunch breaks in his car. Text messages typed under the dinner table. They fought like lovers and made up like fire meeting gasoline. Ryan was younger, idealistic, obsessed with her in the way I hadn't been in years. But what she didn't know, what neither of them expected, was the consequence waiting in the wings. Emily got pregnant. And it wasn't mine. She told me in a storm of tears. Not even a month after he'd told her he couldn't keep doing it. Ryan had tried to end things, sensing the collision course they were on. But fate doesn't care about timing. She confessed everything, the affair, the baby, her confusion, the desperation that followed. The part that destroyed me wasn't just the betrayal, it was how deeply she loved him. She looked at me across the kitchen, hands trembling. I asked one question, simple and sharp. Why? Her answer cracked something in me. Because he made me feel seen again. Desired. Important. And because I wanted a piece of him. Forever. I wanted to hate her. God, I wanted to burn everything to the ground. But instead, I stood up, walked outside, and screamed into the night where no one could hear me. When I came back inside, I said something that shocked even me. I already knew. Part of you left months ago. She collapsed. I think my grace hurt her more than any punishment would have. But I wasn't doing it for her. I was doing it for our kids, who didn't deserve to see their mother shattered and their father hateful. She ended the pregnancy. She said it felt like ripping out her soul and setting fire to it. I didn't go with her. She asked me to, but I couldn't. I didn't have that in me. Ryan disappeared. No texts. No flowers. Except for one last gesture on her final day at work, he gave her a bouquet so vibrant it could have brightened a funeral. Tucked between the roses, a silver compass pendant. She still wears it. She thinks I don't notice, but I do. I notice everything now. We stayed married, technically. We sleep in the same house but different rooms. Our conversations are logistics. School pickups, dentist appointments, mortgage deadlines. We function like business partners raising the same investment, our kids. 2 years passed. She rebuilt herself. Woke up early, went to therapy, hit the gym. Started listening to podcasts about forgiveness, discipline, purpose. I watched from afar, unsure whether I was witnessing redemption or guilt wearing a new mask. Then, out of nowhere, she asked if we could start over. Said she'd do whatever it took to make it right. But how do you forgive someone who lit your world on fire and handed you the ashes? I told her I needed time. She gave it. And then, one day, I opened her old laptop looking for an insurance file. What I found instead was a folder. It was labeled only with a date, the one she ended the pregnancy. Inside were drafts of letters she never sent. To me. To Ryan. To herself. Pages and pages of heartbreak. Raw. Shattered. Honest. One line hit me like a bullet. If Jason ever reads this, I hope he understands I didn't fall out of love with him, I just stopped feeling worthy of his love. I shut the laptop and cried like I hadn't in years. I don't know what happens next. I'm still figuring that out. I don't know if love like ours can be repaired or if it's just scars now, evidence we once loved so deeply, it nearly killed us both. But I do know this, I'm done pretending everything is okay. And maybe, just maybe, that's the first step back to something real.